Alright, well, this is a random video about doing some bicycle maintenance. I am visiting my parents' house in the spring here, and my mom wants me to tune up her bicycle. So, I have loosened the nuts on the front of this bike to get the tire off, because these are pretty rotten. And my mom has a Raleigh, and I've been told that the way this, I've been told that sneaky trick I just did confused the American regulators when they first brought it over. Because in America you have to have 2 retentions for a bike so that if these nuts come loose it stays in place, the front tire stays in place, well, the tires stay in place. And Raleigh has an inset cut in the fork here, and it springs around and clips onto the axle to hold it in place. So you have to spread the front fork to get the tire to pop out. And supposedly when they first sought approval, that confused the American regulators. But as you can see, these tires are real rotten. I don't know when the last time my mom rode her bike was, but I'm just going to put new tires and new tubes in it, front and back for her, and we'll go from there. So, alright, well, I don't have any tire irons for the bike, so I'm just gotta use a pair of screwdrivers. Tried to work a bit too far there. The key is only working far enough along there that it will pop over the rim. There. There. And this inner tube and tire are both real bad shape. The inner tube's holding a little bit of air, but this tire is just completely shredded, cracked on the side. That's going to come apart. So, get it replaced for her, and now I gotta get the back tire off. Alright, there's a 3-speed Sturmey Archer in the back of this bike, so I need to get the shift cable unhooked to get the rear tire off. So I got these tiny wrenches, I got a jam nut here, and I suppose I probably should have left the jam nut closer to where it lives. That will get me a starting point to readjust the shifting when I put it back together. But for now, got that loose, and this nut and that washer, and a nut and washer on the other side. So this should just pull entirely out there. Yep, there it goes. There. Now I gotta pop the other tire off. Alright, well, my suspicions were correct. The tire for my mom's bike is apparently a weird size tire because, just like pants, bike inches are not the same from manufacturer to manufacturer. So the old Raleigh takes a tire that the bike shop had in stock, but they don't make a tube that fits it precisely anymore. So I was told to partially inflate the tube they had and just give it a stretch as I put it on, and be careful not to puncture it. So partially inflated here, and stuck inside. If you have the quote-unquote right size tube, sometimes you can just stick the tube in the tire and not have to inflate it until after, but I didn't stretch this enough. I'm gonna have to yank on this some more. There, try that. But mostly I wanted to do the bike inches and pants inches thing, because it's always the kicker when you got old equipment, especially. Got to figure out who was measuring it and how they decided to do it. So anyhow, now, just gotta find my hole. Oh, there it is. There. This tire, I got it at the store and brought it home and stuck it in the garage for a few hours, and it's already got a bug in it. So I'm going to get this first bead of the tire onto the rim here. I'm going to try to get that. I don't know. I don't know if you want to watch me be bad at this or not. Okay, there's one bead in. Now I'm just gonna tuck the other tire bead on as we push the there. Okay. So very carefully push that inner tube in onto the rim. Now we just have to get the rest of this tire on without puncturing the tube, since I don't have the right tools for the job, right? And I think there we go. Made sure that tube was low inflated, and there, got that aligned. Let's start inflating that really carefully. But first I'm going to put this retainer on. The bike shop only had fancy tubes with this really convenient retainer nut. So when it goes flat, the valve doesn't go wandering or get lost in the rims, so that's nice. But nobody will be able to hear anything over the air compressor, so I guess I'll put the other tire on and fill these up off camera. This will be the end, I think, of the short little tire fixing escapade here.